What's up, Inland Empire, and welcome back to What's Up in the Inland Empire podcast. I took a little break. I'm Jessica Q, and I ran for mayor of Riverside, but I'm back, and it is time to continue highlighting amazing people in the Inland Empire, resources for you guys, local leaders, and please be sure to subscribe to our channel, stay connected, and click the notifications so you can find out when we are having a new show. And so today I'm really excited because I've got a sibling team here that are working on an amazing project that's going to highlight the community of Riverside. So I've got Victor, the screenwriter, and Breanna, the actress. Hey guys.
Hello. Hi. Thank you so much for having us. We're super excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you guys here and for you guys to have the opportunity to talk to the community about what you're working on.
Yes.
So you guys are local residents, so you live in Riverside.
Born and raised, yes. Awesome. Our family has been here for generations. So, yeah, we're locals for sure.
Yeah,
all right.
We're experienced around here.
Okay.
We can give you a tour.
Okay, awesome. I love it. So if you guys want to check out Riverside, give them a call.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and dig into what you guys have going on, and it is focused on Riverside, Inland Empire. So who wants to start, Victor?
I could start, yeah, of course. So I've been working on this film called Raza for years now. I started writing it around 2019, and we have a finished feature screenplay, and we're slowly getting to a place where we can go into production. We created a proof of concept just to show people, this is what we're working on. We're really passionate about it, and we've been working hard. And it's a film about our family in Riverside. It's for the community, and I'm really excited about it.
Ooh, okay. And so 2019, so you've been working on it for about 5 years.
Yes.
And you just recently completed the
proof of concept. So it's like a filmed trailer, like a 5-minute trailer for the project.
Okay.
You know what's funny about that is he's had probably about 10 different versions of the screenplay, and I mean it's almost like a few times a year he writes a new version and then trashes it, and then writes a new version, trashes it. And I've read I don't know how many different versions of this screenplay, and he finally got to a place where he's like, okay, I think we're ready to push this forward. So we did, and we filmed the proof of concept, and it just seems like ever since the ball is just rolling. So yeah, we're super
It's happening,
excited.
huh?
Yeah.
How very exciting. And you guys being siblings, working together. How's that?
It's interesting.
Great. Yeah.
We definitely have our creative differences. I mean, he's a screenwriter, I'm the actress, but we've done this for a long time.
Yeah,
I mean, since we were kids, this has always been something we've both wanted to do. So we've definitely had our differences, but also it's been so awesome to just be able to support each other. And, when one of us is slacking, the other one, literally walks into our room and is like, so what have you been up to? Have you been doing anything?
Accountability, huh?
Literally, accountability. So it's cool. It has its ups and its downs, but overall, it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, and so you started writing this in 2019,
Yes.
and you've gone through a variety of scripts.
Yes.
And so how did you decide this last one was it? Was there something in it that made you just feel like this was it?
I just feel like every year I learn more. I finished grad school, and I feel like I just learn more about storytelling, and then I feel like I learn more as a person. I mean, I'm in my early 20s, and just learning about life. And I feel like right now with my artistic preferences and just watching the movies that I like, this really aligns with everything, and it just felt like my family to me. That's all I wanted to do, create a story that feels like you're there with my family.
Okay.
And I mean, it'll still change, of course. A movie's never done until you see it on the screen. But I'm really happy with where it's at right now.
And this movie is about, so is it like a story about your family and things you've gone through, or?
Loosely.
So it's basically I always say that it's just a collection of stories. We call it a portrait of a community because it's just a whole bunch of stories of our family over time put into one family drama that takes place now.
So it's a drama.
It's a drama. I write sad stuff, yeah.
People love drama, so
But
that
at the
works.
same time, although it's loosely based on a lot of stories we've heard growing up, I think that one of them that resonates the most with us is our brother. He actually was in prison for about 8 years, and I mean, the storyline is very, very similar to what we went through. I mean, sometimes I'm reading the screenplay and I feel like I'm living back in that time period.
Yeah, it takes you back home.
Yeah, so it's loosely based on that, but there's also so many other stories that are kind of intertwined in it. So yeah, he's a screenwriter, but he definitely has been able to just incorporate everything that, we've heard growing up.
And now you're a screenwriter. Did you go to school to be a screenwriter?
I did, yeah. I have been doing it since I was like in high school film programs, and then I went to UC Irvine for my undergrad. I just got a film degree, but I realized like I wanted more. Thank you. I realized that I wanted like more hands-on classroom setting writing experience. So I went to Chapman University in Orange County. Both my degrees were in Orange County. I don't know why. I should have stayed in Riverside.
Stay in Riverside.
Exactly. No, I got my degree in screenwriting, so I was like studying actively screenwriting for 2 years, and I've been writing ever since. And it was a great experience. And now I'm back in Riverside. Couldn't be happier. And yeah.
Well, welcome back. Yeah. Okay, so I gotta know, like, what was the inspiration for you to write a screenplay film about your family?
Well, I feel like my whole life I've kind of struggled with which stories I want to tell. And at a certain point, I was like, people say write what you know. And even if it gets into areas that might be a little stereotypical, I just want to represent my family however I can. And so for me, that meant telling the story that has been like passed down. I mean, there are a whole bunch of stories within this film. And so for me, just being able to find the through line and turn that all into a narrative film, it was really enticing to me. And just wanted to create a story like that reflects my upbringing.
That is so exciting. And, and how about you? Like when he told you about this, what were you thinking? What were your thoughts?
It's funny because our family obviously knows that he's a screenwriter. And I mean, every time he gets anywhere near my family, extended family, they're always like, oh, you know what you should write about? You should write about this story. You should write about that story. So, I mean, I've been there while they're like, spitting all these ideas to him, and he's just like, yeah, I will. But they
want to see their recommendation in your
right. But I
in
feel
your film.
like, I mean, there's certain stories that you just have to tell. There's stories that are still relatable till this day, and it's ongoing situations that people are currently experiencing. And he did a beautiful job incorporating, not only stories that resonate with our family, but also what, other people are going through. So he did a really, really good job, bringing everything together. And now we're finally able to see it come to life. Yeah.
That is so exciting. And does it take place in the past, or did you kind of switch it up so it's like, more like present time?
It's all present time. So basically, even though these stories take place like over generations, I just felt like, for me personally, I mean, I know what it's like to experience certain struggles within contemporary society, and even though these stories that are passed on to me were from the past, it made sense for me to like find the most personal way there and just put it when it will be filmed, it'll be contemporary. So 2025 is when we'll film, but it's just a modern film, making sure that everything's up to date now, and it's just, even though it feels like a portrait, it's contemporary, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. And so, of course, you guys are from Riverside, but, a lot of times people will write films, movies, but it doesn't have to like necessarily be because you're talking about your family, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in Riverside. Why did you decide to stick with Riverside?
Well, it's funny because like people don't know this, but it's so hard to film in certain cities. And so it made sense for me. The stories are actually happened in Riverside, so I was like, they have to actually be in Riverside.
Like in Riverside? Are there going to be like any of the historical sites or, anything that you can include?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, wait, can you throw one out? I'm sure Mount Rubidoux.
Oh, yeah, totally. Is
it going to be in it? Okay.
Delia's. We'll leave that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so like going into filming it, when we did the proof of concept, actually like 80% of it was filmed in LA County, just because it's a lot easier to film there because
permits
of the permits, and they have like standing sets. We filmed in a courthouse, and of course, being a low budget short film at the time, we couldn't really film at a courthouse, so it made sense to go to a standing set in LA. But this time around, we're gonna make sure like everything's done in Riverside because it's where the story takes place. And so just bringing those opportunities here too. There's so many talented people in Riverside who work in film, and we just really want to like help them, bring them onto our film. They can help us, and just build that community of film in Riverside as well. So I'm all for Riverside.
And so you've already gotten the support of the community. Did you guys, what have you done to let everybody know and try to get them involved?
So we've had, I mean, my sister got a degree in like social media marketing, and she's really been reaching out to people and trying to get them involved, whether it be locals in Riverside, like Juan Navarro, who's the muralist. He's really been helping us, and other organizations. Mark from Riverside. And yeah, we've just really been trying to get the support of the community because, go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, so on that note, we're actually having an event in June.
Okay.
And during this event, we're going to be screening the trailer for Raza, and we're going to have guest speakers, my dad being one of them, you know, sharing his stories, and other people who have kind of grown up in the same, you know, environment and have experienced the same things that this screenplay, you know, writes about. So we're going to have guest speakers, we'll have food vendors, the whole shebang out there. And yeah, we're just going to have the community come out, tattoo raffles. Yeah,
Riverside loves tattoos for sure.
Yeah. Shout out Mad
Especially
Tatters. They're
tattoos
going
about Riverside.
Yeah, Mad Tatters. We're going to have an artist from their studio come out. And yeah, we're super excited. One Love IE, everyone is going to be there. And, you know, we're just going to
So what day is it?
It's going to be
Saturday, June 29th.
Okay.
7 to 9:30 p.m.
Yes, so it's going to be a night event because we're
Which is probably good because it's really hot right now.
Oh, yes. Yeah, June, absolutely. And it's going to be screened at night, so outside. So that's why we're having it, you know, outdoors at night. And yeah, it's just
free?
Yeah, it's free. Yeah. Absolutely
Okay.
free. But you can sign up through Eventbrite. We have a link in our bio.
Okay.
You can sign up for a tattoo raffle and all of that good stuff. And yeah, the whole purpose for this event is just to bring the whole community together, and not just Casablanca, because I don't know if we mentioned, but it's in Casablanca, home of neighborly services.
Okay, so that's where it's going to be
yes,
at,
that's where,
screening.
yeah, that's where it'll be at. But we just want to bring everybody from Riverside together, you know, and we just want to start here, and then, you know, the goal is to branch out, obviously, which we've already been doing our own work outside of Riverside, but we kind of wanted to put a pause on that and go to where the story is originated from, you know, because that's the most important part about the screenplay. So yeah, we're excited for the event.
So June 29th.
June 29th.
Everybody will get to see your official trailer.
Yes.
So is it completed right now? Is it ready to go?
It is. Yeah, we have. I mean, I am such a perfectionist, so I'm constantly telling our editor and director change the size of certain fonts or stuff like that. But it's done. It's done. I love the way it turned out, and yeah, I'm really excited to show it to everyone. It just, you know, it highlights some of the most dramatic moments from the screenplay, most important moments, and so being able to just do that early on with again the low budget short film that we did, it was really cool to see it all put together, and I think we're all excited to make it feature length, but it's done, and I'm super excited to show it.
How does it feel to see the finished trailer? You know, to actually see, because, you know, you have this vision, and then now it's actually there in front of you. How does it feel?
It's absolutely crazy. Even being on set, I mean, I'm one of the actors as well. We both studied acting together, and even being on set while we were I mean, you know, there are these scenes that I spent weeks and weeks writing and perfecting and changing dialogue, and, you know, the scenes that meant a lot to me. Then we would go and film them, and they would be over, and it would just be, it's really surreal, you know, to just get that out.
It's like a dream. A
It
dream
is,
come
yeah.
true, right?
Having dreams and having people recreate them. It's really weird. Yeah.
And even me, I mean, aside from me being an actor on this film as a sister, it's just I'm so proud of him, and to be on set and to be filming the proof of concept and seeing everything come to life, and then think back, you know, back to 2019, the first draft that I read, and, you know, the second and third and so on, you know, it's just incredible to see that he finally got to the final draft, and then to see that come to life and have a whole team of people coming together to bring what's in his head to life is just I couldn't be more proud of him. So,
And are you guys playing yourselves?
Pretty much.
Sort of
Okay.
dramatized exaggerations of ourselves.
Of yourself?
Yeah.
He
Oh, you
doesn't-
have to.
yeah,
I mean, you got to, you
exactly,
know.
yeah.
He
You're
doesn't
so that's
to
not really how I am. No, he's
Yeah.
letting
No.
everybody know right now. No.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like to say yes, exactly, you know, but
Loosely
You gotta
inspired.
make it.
loosely
Yeah.
more.
Well, you got
so,
to. I mean, it's
yeah.
right. It's it's a screen, you know,
Yeah,
film. So
it's
you gotta like,
family
it's gotta
history,
be,
yeah, for
you gotta make
sure.
it a little extra, right?
Oh,
So
yeah,
extra that
absolutely.
makes
Yeah,
it really
yeah.
exciting.
Keep
too.
audience seated. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Keep them on their toes.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, this is very inspiring. What you guys are doing, what you did, what you have coming up is such, you know, it's inspiration to those around you. So do you guys have any messages to people that might have a similar dream, like maybe a tip or just something?
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny because like growing up, I've always had an aspiration for filmmaking, and of course, it's something that we did together growing up. We would make like YouTube videos and just, you know, make our own stuff. But once you get to a certain point, you'll find, like, not to be pessimistic, but it is difficult, and, you know, only a small fraction of people are able to actually, you know, follow their dream, whether it be due to financial reasons or just because the pool's so large, you know.
Yeah.
And so I just encourage anyone to just try it however you can. I mean, every story is worth being told. I say that all the time. Like, no matter where you come from or what you've been through, it's always worth being told. And so I tell people, just make your stuff happen, make your dreams happen, just make your own stuff. There's so many ways to do it. I mean, social media, plays, whatever, just, you know, make it happen and you won't regret it.
Yeah, take a
Don't knock
chance.
it till you try it.
And I mean, what's crazy about, like, for us personally, we grew up in a family that has no connections to the industry. So, I mean, absolutely zero. So growing up, we always knew this is something we wanted to do, but it was kind of like, well, how do we do it if we don't have any, you know, connections or anybody to, like, go after? So, I mean, we started off by just, you know, he would write his own stories and I would, you know, film my own, you know, little home movies and all of that. And then we started off taking acting classes, and just gradually it started to, I don't know, I guess go further and further. And now, I mean, he has association with the Academy and Blacklist, Sundance, and all of these amazing, you know, people. And it's just so crazy to look back and think that, you know, at one point when we were kids, we had absolutely zero connections, and we were literally, we had no, I don't know, nowhere to look and to be like, well, let's, you know, this person did this or that person did
like
this.
an uncle
So-
or aunt that's
Yeah,
already
yeah,
in the industry that can
exactly,
give you, like,
exactly.
you kind of, did you guys like Google a lot? Because
Yeah,
when I don't know
yes,
something,
yes. When
that's
I
like
was-
the best thing.
When I was a kid, I was literally like, how do you get on Disney Channel? Like,
Yeah,
things like that.
So I was going to ask you, since you guys took acting classes, have you guys
Yes.
been on any shows or, you know, anything that people can go check out?
I'm in a short film right now. It's called El Campo. It's currently hitting the film festival, so I'll have more updates on that.
Nice.
But, yeah, I've been, you know, working on stuff like that, and
Yeah, mostly commercials,
Yeah.
short films, things
Yeah.
like that. But we both have agents and a manager that we, well, individually, that we
Get booked.
get booked for. So yeah, we're just you know, taking it day by day. But you know, just everything just seems to be
It's falling into place.
yeah, falling into place.
And I was
It's-
going to say,
yeah.
you know, sometimes you just have to take a chance.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
for sure.
Take a chance, put yourself out there. And that's what I think a lot of people fear. But you should never fear, you know, don't fear anything. Just
Yeah.
keep going, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just try it.
Absolutely.
Just see what happens. You never know. And if it's meant for you, I believe that things always fall into place.
yes,
Right?
yes. I
And
mean-
and that's what you guys are experiencing, right? The right people are coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, you were writing 2019, you just started writing. And then look at you 5 years later, you've got a whole team of people, right? Supporters, the community's with it. And you're on a podcast, right? And I'm sure you've done
exactly.
other things too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you would have told us when we were, you know, kids that, you know, everything would fall into place eventually, I wouldn't have believed it. But now, you know, we're in our 20s and everything is finally falling into place.
yeah, and you
it's
guys are
just-
so young. Some people,
crazy.
things don't fall into place till their 50s, you know?
Right,
So
right.
that's good. You guys got a head start.
I have to remind
and-
myself of that sometimes, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
you're
are you
right.
tough on
Yeah.
yourself?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
age
I'm the
is
same.
yeah.
Yeah, no, don't even, you know, like, don't even think about that. Like, you guys are doing
Yeah.
amazing. You're so young, you know, you have so much time ahead of you.
I appreciate
So you're
that.
just starting. So this is like big things to come. I'm excited to, you know,
I
have
appreciate
you guys
that.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And, you know, if people want to get connected with you, how can they stay connected about your events, about when the movie, because you still have to film and you don't start filming until 2025?
yeah, spring of 2025 we'll go into full filming for the entire feature-length film. It's just, this is an independent film, so it's relatively low budget, and I mean we're going to film it over 5 weeks, but that'll happen in 2025. And again, the purpose of this whole community screening that we're having of our trailer, and even making the trailer to begin with, is again to get the community involved and to help like local businesses, and for local businesses to help us as well.
Okay.
You know,
They can use some sponsors.
exactly. Right? And just to again like bring local filmmakers to our project too, to create that sense of community. And yeah, we'll film it in 2025, and we still have a way to go. But yeah, we're really excited about it, and we're on like all socials too. Everything.
Okay, so like, what are your handles, and where can they find you?
Instagram, TikTok, our website, the Raza Film.
For
The
all
Raza
around,
Film.
yeah,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
platforms.
.com. So
The website is therazafilm.com,
Uh-huh.
and then on Instagram and TikTok, just the Raza Film.
The Raza Film.
Yes.
All right, so
Yeah.
be sure to go follow them. And yeah, so you guys, a couple weeks, you've got this event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so let's dig a little deeper into this event, because this is exciting, because this
Yeah.
is where you're bringing everybody together to
We've
actually.
actually been planning this since like February or January, actually.
Okay,
So, yeah,
so
this is
Almost 6 months,
yeah, about 6 months we've been planning this, so we're super
Are you nervous?
excited. I'm pretty nervous just to, I mean, anything you've been planning for so long is nerve-wracking, but I'm more excited than nervous for sure, and I can't wait to see everyone's, reaction and support, and just have everybody show up is going to be incredible. But,
I'm excited for like, the cast and crew to see it too, because it takes so much. It takes a village to do anything, and just for them to be able to see their work too. I'm super excited for that, and I'm super excited to see my family see stories about them on screen too. I hope they don't get mad, but I should have asked.
didn't
them.
get
Maybe.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, they didn't say your real name. No,
yeah, right.
you're cool.
We changed names a little bit.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'd be nervous too if you wrote stories about your family, like maybe, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, so not the whole movie's like got family in it. You've got different actors and actresses.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah,
So it's
yeah,
just you two were like, hey, you know what? We might as well be in it. We have the experience and
Yeah.
we went through the training.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah.
Totally, yeah. And I feel like too, you make your own stories and give yourself opportunities, especially when they're not outwardly like handed out and given. Do what you can to put yourself out there, and if you want to be an actor, write stuff that you can act in, and if you want to be a writer, write stuff, and bring it to screen.
Yeah.
And so,
but we have a lot of well-trained, amazing
Yeah.
actors also participating in this, so we're very grateful for that. But yeah, for us personally, we felt like we needed to be involved in this project in the creative aspect, just because of how much this meant to us personally and our family, of course.
And what comments or what has the family said? What is everybody saying in the family? And the Adame family.
It's a downer. It's sad. No, they like it. It's
Yeah.
a sad thing.
They're like, no, I'm scared.
They're excited, but they definitely have a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
Like my brother, for example, he's like, you better not write a scene where I'm crying in it because I didn't cry in there. You better make sure you tell them I didn't cry.
That's so
And just for that, there's going to be a scene where he
Yeah,
cries.
you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
so he's
that's
like,
what
you know
you don't
I'm
want.
gonna write yeah. So
That's
they
funny.
all
Is that your
have-
older or younger brother?
older
he's
brother?
older.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
He's 2 years older than me. So
Okay.
yeah, but they all have their opinions, and but they're excited. They're super excited, and I mean, they've also been here since the beginning, where the screenplay was just being developed, and they're also just eager to watch it all come to life, and yeah, they are very, very excited about it. So
Now, talking about community, right? Community, you guys are looking for the community support. So is there anything that anybody that lives in Riverside can do to help you guys, whether it's a business owner or just a local? What are some of the things that people can do to help you guys out?
yeah, I mean, follow us on social media, all of our platforms, show up at the event, share our posts. I mean, just honestly, just being there and supporting the event itself is going to do so much, because, I mean, like I mentioned, we are already doing work in the industry for the film to develop in the spring, but to us, it was more important to bring it to the community first. So we kind of want to just get everybody in Riverside involved. And I mean, we're not saying like, because it's filmed in Casablanca, it's not like, well, if you're from Casablanca, be involved. No, like if you're from Riverside, show up, support. If you're not from Riverside, show up and support. But, support goes a long way. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah, and also, I mean, like, for the event, like we mentioned, we're going to have like local businesses and vendors there. And of course, it's cool for us to just see people there. But we also want to help businesses too. Like anyone who wants to go and show what they're working on, we encourage them to contact us, and they could have a booth set up there too. Just to again, we're calling it a community event. We're screening our proof of concept, but really we just want everyone to feel represented there. And it's for the Inland Empire. We hope everyone in the Inland Empire could know
Can
that.
come down.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's up,
Including
Inland Empire?
yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be
Yeah.
there. I was already thinking I need to put it on my calendar.
Yes,
Yeah.
make sure you do that.
I
I will
will-
hold you to that.
Yeah, no, I will definitely be there. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm so excited for you guys.
Awesome, yeah.
And so I know you still have a little bit of a ways before the actual film comes out. But I'm sure you guys are thinking ahead, right? Like
Yeah.
what are going to be the next steps for you guys?
Yeah.
So I have this film that I'm really excited about, and again, our next spring we're gonna film that. But I also have quite a few other features I'm really excited about. They get super crazy. I have a street fighting one that I hope to bring to screen
Ooh,
very
Street
soon.
Fighter.
Yeah, sort of like that. And I'm also in this TV writing program right now, so I'm working on my original pilot and creating a series, and I'm super excited about that. I'll be pitching that soon. But yeah, I have a lot of things in the work, and I'm really excited to just find ways to bring all of those back to the community. And yeah, I'm really excited for that to all come.
Well,
into fruition.
I love to see people from Riverside or from the IE
Yeah.
make it big, because they're like, yeah, that's right. They came from the IE or they came from Riverside, right? So that's awesome.
Riverside on the map.
Yes. And then
Yeah,
what about
that's the
you?
goal. Yeah, for me, just continuing to pursue acting, auditioning. I have a few auditions coming up. And just, putting myself out there as well. But I also work on social media marketing aside from acting, cat rescue.
Saving the cats.
Yeah.
Saving the cats.
So you rescue cats?
I
Wait, you
do.
can't just mention that for a second.
Yeah,
We gotta dig into that
Yeah,
one. So
so
what's that about?
I actually just saved a colony of cats near the Tyler Mall about 6 months ago, and it was very, very difficult. I mean, these were feral tipped ear cats, and it was nearly impossible, but I had a lot of amazing people come together and help me. So yeah, we got them off the streets. I mean, some lady from Kentucky drove all the way to California to adopt 2 black cats with tipped ears, completely feral, and she has like acres on her property, and she built them a catio and all of that, but she saw the content that I posted, and she was like, I can't leave them out there. And actually, where they were living was about to be demolished because the city bought their property. It was a colony of cats, and the city bought their property, and they were going to build condos there. So we were very, very limited with time, and we had to move fast. But fast forward to now, every single one of them are in a forever home. So
How many cats did you save?
there was about 13 of them.
Wow.
She saved them all.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine trying to catch one,
Yeah.
because they're
I mean,
pretty
it was tough.
wild.
If they were, even semi-feral, it would have been a little easier, but I mean, you couldn't even pet them. So it was
Well,
tough.
at first, but she would go out there every day, even in the heat and the rain, all of that, to make sure they had food and water and spend time with them. And then she got to the point where she was able to pet like most of them, and just they really trusted her. It's cats.
It was tough.
Are tough, but
It
she
took
did
some
it,
time, huh?
They have a special.
Do you have an
place in my
Instagram for that
heart.
one?
I do. Colony Rescue. Go follow Colony
Colony
Rescue.
Rescue. There
Yeah,
you
and
go,
I
yeah.
still
Gotta
to
plug
this
that.
day. I mean, the colony is rescued, but I'm still posting cats, and there's still a lot of cats that need to be rescued. So, yeah.
So I'm sure you can use some volunteers.
Oh, absolutely.
So go
And
reach
if
out
you
to
know-
Breanna.
Yeah, if you know anybody who wants to foster or adopt, please reach out to me. There's so many cats out there, but yeah.
That's
Save
so
the
cool.
cats.
Save the cats.
You guys have some really amazing things coming up, and such great things too for the community, for the people of Riverside to be proud of. So, I'm so proud of you guys. That's amazing.
I appreciate that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Is there any last words that you would like to say to our audience or to the Inland Empire, Riverside?
Show up June 29th.
Enter our tattoo raffle, eat good food, and
Support the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Riverside.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the
having
show.
us.
Thank you for having us.
We
My
really
pleasure.
appreciate you having us. This was so fun.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. It's been great having you. And thank you guys for tuning in. So we took a little break, but we are back. What's up, Inland Empire? I'm Jessica Q. We want to bring you all the cool stuff in the IE at local leaders, inspirational people, resources, whatever that's going to make you happy, have a better life, all that good stuff. So be sure to follow, subscribe. We are here to make a difference. All right. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you next time.